ChatGPT or Duolingo, which will get you fluent in your target language? That is the question of the day y vamos a responderla en español porque ese es mi idioma meta. Pero si estás aprendiendo otro idioma como francés, chino, italiano, lo que sea, te prometo que muchos de los conceptos que mencionó también te van a servir. I promise. Okay, so stick around because why not? We're going to be walking through actual prompts I use in ChatGPT to study and comparing them to how Duolingo lessons hold up. So, without further ado, let's do this thing. Concept 1, clarifications. One of the hardest things about learning a new language is dealing with concepts that don't exist in your native tongue, right? And you're going to need to clarify those a lot. In English, we have for. I work for a company that fights for animal rights, but I do it out of passion, not to earn money. In Spanish, that sentence is trabajo para una empresa que lucha por los derechos de los animales, pero lo hago por pasión, no para ganar dinero. So while we just have for in English, in Spanish, they have por y para, which like comes up a lot. And I remember when I started learning, I was like, huh? Like, it's just very confusing. So in ChatGPT, I would just like take a sentence like this and be like, hey, I'm trying to translate this, but I'm having troubles like understanding where por is used and where para is used. Could you translate? Could you explain why? And just clarify. And it would literally like break the whole thing down into sections, right? I would take this over Duolingo any day because one, it feels more active for me. Like this sentence might be relevant to my life, for example, and like that already makes me more invested, as opposed to Duolingo does have their lesson plans where they explain this stuff, but some of it can feel very detached, right? It's not sentences that maybe might apply to me. So for the kind of learner I am, being able to take like a personalized like instant to ChatGPT is very key, right? And sometimes, let's say I still don't understand after like one explanation, I would be like, oh, can you give me like 3 or 5 similar sentences so I could get more clarity? Things like that. It's almost like I could push back and like ask for more explanations, as opposed to Duolingo where, you know, when you're doing your homework to keep your streak or whatever, it would just tell you right or wrong. Like the explanations are not really substantial, if you ask me. For me, sometimes I would then even push and be like, okay, well now test me. It's like, okay, now you've explained all this, test me. Give me like 10 complex sentences where I have to like answer correctly, things like that. And like also doing it on my own time makes me more invested, right? Again, with trying to keep your streak, sometimes you're just doing it to keep the streak. Like, let's just be real. I remember one time I was at a party with some friends and we're all like shaking ass or whatever. One of my friends like steps to the side and like the music is bumping and she's over there trying to do like her Duolingo audio just to keep the streak. I'm like, girl, you didn't retain any of the information you just like worked on right now. Yes, maybe this is just a Duolingo hate video. You caught me, okay? I just don't like the thing. Even the fucking sound, I cannot stand it. Like, I'm in this like public co-working space and someone was doing Duolingo beside me and I literally had to take my things and leave. Like, I could not. When I tell you I can't stand the sound, it's crazy. And you really are not going to get fluent with Duolingo. It's just the truth, okay? So yes, watch the rest of this video and I'm going to tell you how ChatGPT is the secret to success. Let's keep going. Anyways, concept number 2, tone and nuance. Trying to sound natural and knowing when to use certain words is going to be the trickiest part when trying to get fluent in a new language, right? So I use ChatGPT to help me understand like the nuance a word carries so that I'm coming off the right way. For example, one time there was construction going on in my building and the way they like blocked the whole area off was like not very safe. So I wanted to go tell them like, yo, we need to come sort this out. But I wasn't trying to give no Karen energy of like, where's the manager? I wasn't trying to do that. So I was like, okay, how do I like come off in a, you know, funny-ish way? Like, yo, I almost died, like just in like a comical way in Spanish. So that was how it started, right? And this is so specific, but I almost died in Spanish is casi me muero, which is present tense. Me muero is present tense, but in English we say I almost died, past tense. So I was like, oh, what's that about? And just the way I was able to like ask ChatGPT, could you explain this? We basically got into a whole lesson of how exaggeration and like comedy like works in Spanish, and like it just became a whole lesson that like wasn't even really intended, but like it's these tiny moments that I feel really got me to the level I'm at right now, where like, You go in with a question and you just kind of keep peeling back all the layers. I don't know any language app that really has that flexibility. So basically take all your questions to ChatGPT. Like, honestly, I met someone who works in the financial sector and I was like, low-key trying to flirt a little bit. So I was like, ChatGPT, could you give me some vocabulary on investments? Hey, give me some like stock market lingo and funds and shit. So like, you know, let me go like sound intellectual and, you know, impress a little bit. So I get the vocab list, I practice, and then I go do my big one. Shout out to ChatGPT. It could teach you how to flirt. I'm gonna make a video about that. Stay tuned, subscribe. Now do that so that you can see how to flirt in Spanish when I bring it to you. Yes. But I personally like the immediateness of ChatGPT, right? It's like, I'm thinking of something, I want to learn it right now. Boom, it's right there. That's why it's like your free personal tutor. And then I go use the thing immediately. So like, it's also reinforcing what I just like learned basically. Spanish is hard, learning a new language is hard, but finding these tiny things that like sort of take out some road bumps helps, in my opinion. That's it for today's video. Please like, subscribe if you found any value, and check out this video because I think you would enjoy it. See ya. Bye.